Alright, so this is my setup. It's basically a pH monitor slash alarm. So if you're ever growing plants or something like that, you need to monitor the pH. And if the pH is off, then you need to go ahead and change it up. And sometimes you may not notice that the pH is off because to measure the pH you have to go into the actual nutrient solution of the plants and basically test it out using things like this, where you just put droplets in a sample of water and then you can see the pH, and you have to do that a couple times a day, make sure the pH is okay. So what I built is something that will tell you when the pH is off with this red LED. Basically, when the pH of your water is too high, then it'll turn this red light on, and when your pH is too low, it will blink the red light. The red light will blink. 1 second intervals. And if your pH is fine, then the light will be off. That's basically how it works. So right now we are in a pH water, which is too high. This is basically just basic drinking water. pH is too high. It's at like 7 something. It should be, for a proper plant, it should be about 6.5 or so. So yeah, this water's pH is too high. So our light is on right here. And now I have this other fluid right here, which does have the proper pH. This yellow sort of fluid here. And basically, you just listen to there, and see how you notice that the light turned off, and that's because this pH is at the proper level, and so yeah, it turned off. Now if we look at this pH is extremely low. This is actually just a super strong acid. It's just an acid. So pH, this is used to bring pH. This substance is used to bring the pH down. That's why it's called pH down. So it's really just a strong acid that you put into your plant's water if the pH is too high. So now we put it into here. Let's see what happens with the light. And you'll see that it starts blinking. 1 second intervals. Working like a charm right now. That's cool. So yeah, basically that's what it does. And let me show you the coding that's going on here. Alright, so what we have is a couple of lines that I took from the internet that I just looked up, and then I modified some things to make it work for my system. Basically it says if the pH sensor value is greater than 150, that means turn on the light and hold it for 5 seconds and repeat that. And otherwise, you can just keep the light off. And then also, if the sensor value of the pH goes below 50, then turn it on for 1 second, 1,000 thousandths of a second, and then you turn it off for 1,000 thousandths of a second, for 1 second basically. And otherwise, just make sure it's off. So yeah, that's why right now our sensor value, as we will see right here, 0 is definitely lower than 50. So that is why right now it is blinking on and off for 1,000 thousandths of a second at a time. And that's basically my project right here. Applications would definitely be pretty big because I do use pH monitors and things like that, pH testers for my gardening, and that is a bit of a hassle. So I'll be able to use this. It'll tell me when my pH is too high or too low, and yeah, it's a pretty cool little thing, I think. It's a pretty cool project.